Ambassador Zethkar had lived for 3 centuries, and in all that time he had never encountered a species quite like the humans. The Galactic Council chamber hummed with the familiar sounds of civilized discourse, the crystalline chimes of the Veltari, the harmonic subsonic frequencies of the Thornak, and the gentle photonic pulses of the Luminari. All species that had learned over millennia that survival meant cooperation, compromise, and above all, peace. Then the humans arrived. Captain Sarah Chen stood before the assembled delegates, her small frame dwarfed by the towering representatives of a dozen star-faring civilizations, yet something in her bearing made even the mighty Krogar shift uncomfortably in their biomechanical suits. "We appreciate the Council's invitation to join your alliance," Chen said, her voice carrying across the vast chamber without electronic amplification. "However, we must decline your terms." A ripple of shock ran through the assembly. In the 7,000-year history of the Galactic Council, no species had ever refused membership. The benefits were obvious: shared technology, protection under the Collective Defense Pact, access to trade routes that spanned half the galaxy, most importantly, guaranteed peace. Zethkar's tentacles curled in confusion. "Captain Chen, perhaps you misunderstand. The Council offers your species unprecedented prosperity. All we ask is that humanity surrenders its military capabilities and agrees to mandatory arbitration for all disputes." "We understand perfectly," Chen replied. "You want us to be sheep." The translation matrices struggled with the concept. Several delegates exchanged bewildered glances. "Your species has thrived because you eliminated conflict," Chen continued. "You've created a beautiful garden, Ambassador. But gardens need gardeners, and gardeners need wolves to keep the deer from eating everything. We have eliminated the need for violence," proclaimed High Speaker Mordun of the Veltari, his crystalline body resonating with righteous indignation. "War is primitive, barbaric. We have evolved beyond such necessities." Chen smiled, and somehow that expression was more unsettling than a snarl. "Have you? Tell me what happened to the Kethmori." The chamber fell silent. The Kethmori were a cautionary tale. An aggressive species that had refused to join the Council 2 millennia ago. They had been contained, isolated, left to exhaust themselves in futile conquest attempts against Council barriers. Eventually, they had simply disappeared. "They chose their path," Zethkar said quietly. "We offered them the same terms we offer you. And when they refused, you let them die out rather than risk your precious peace," Chen observed. "How many others? How many species have you written off because they wouldn't fit your mold?" "Violence is a disease," the Thornak delegate rumbled. "We cured ourselves of it. We offer the same cure to all sentient life." "Violence isn't a disease," Chen said. "It's a tool, like fire. You can burn down a forest with it, or you can forge steel. You can cook food or light the darkness. The problem isn't the tool, it's forgetting how to use it responsibly." 3 months later, the emergency session was called when long-range sensors detected something impossible: a massive fleet moving through Council space. Not Kethmori. They had been extinct for centuries. Not any known species. Something new, something hungry. The Devourers, as they came to be known, consumed entire worlds. Not the resources, the worlds themselves, breaking down matter at the molecular level to fuel their incomprehensible technology. They communicated only once, broadcasting a simple message across all frequencies: submit or be consumed. The Council's response was predictable. They tried diplomacy, offering resources, territory, even membership. The Devourers responded by consuming the diplomatic ship and everyone aboard it. Panic spread through Council space. Their defense fleets, designed for peacekeeping and deterrence, were woefully inadequate. Weapons technology had stagnated for millennia. Why improve tools of war when war itself was obsolete? That's when Captain Chen's ship, the Tempest, appeared in Council space. But it wasn't alone. Behind it came a fleet that defied comprehension. Ships that moved like predators, bristling with weapons that shouldn't have been possible. Humans had spent their 3 months of exile not sulking, but preparing. While the Council debated and the Devourers consumed, humanity had done what it did best: adapt, innovate, and prepare for war. "We heard you had some trouble," Chen's voice crackled across Council communication networks. "Thought you might need those wolves after all." The Battle of Kepler's Reach lasted 18 hours. The Council watched in awe and horror as human ships danced through space with lethal grace, their weapons carving through Devourer technology like it was paper. They fought with a ferocity that the galaxy had forgotten was possible, and a tactical brilliance that transformed warfare from butchery into art. When the last Devourer ship was nothing but expanding plasma, Chen's voice came across the comm again. "The offer still stands," she said. "But the terms are different now. We'll join your council, share our knowledge, help you explore the stars, but we stay armed. We stay ready, because peace isn't the absence of war. It's the presence of justice, and sometimes justice has teeth." Zethkar stared at the tactical displays showing the debris field that had once been an unstoppable invasion fleet. His tentacles trembled as he realized the truth. The galaxy hadn't wanted peace. It had wanted safety. And there was a difference. The humans had brought the storm, yes. But sometimes storms were exactly what stagnant air needed. "Terms accepted," he whispered, and felt the galaxy exhale for the first time in millennia. The garden would survive. The wolves had come home,